Got a huge fight coming up between Ramirez versus Jerome Pampellone. It's gonna be a very good fight. Pampellone is probably the best light heavyweight you haven't heard about in boxing. He's had a lot of fights across the map. This dude is very good, man. I've seen him being. He's a bit inconsistent, but you know he's when you in a lot of tough fights, things start to catch up with you. He's been a heavyweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight. He's been all over the place. Born out the UK, but he's fought mostly in New Zealand. So I don't know if he's a New Zealander by trait, but I know that he's fought a lot of times in New Zealand, Australia. Most of his fights been over there. Uh, you know, in Sydney, Australia, doing what he's been doing most of his career. I think actually this fight and the last fight that he had will be the only fights that he hasn't had in Australia. So that actually says a lot about his career. But he's had a lot of people. Malik Sanad. Pampellone is a very good fighter, man. He's only lost twice, 19-2. Has a very good resume, man, according to a lot of people if you know boxing. He has some decent names on there. Connor Wallace, he had a close fight with. But this dude, Ramirez, has a lot of power. 21-0 with 18 knockouts. Southpaw, you know, I don't know how I remember that he was a southpaw, but he is. And I know Pampellone thinks right-hander, orthodox. So he's gonna go in there. He's a nice boxer, man. Knows how to move, stays out of the way of big punches, comes forward. He's always in the fight, jabs very well, changes his levels good. He'll dip right, dip left, very agile. Always keeps a punch in your face, long arms, good height for a guy light heavyweight. So with Ramirez, he's a little stiff, has a lot of power though, man. Ramirez has a lot of power, and with Ramirez, he just has to stick to going to the body and getting the easy shots. But with Jerome Pampellone, he has to be able to really jab, man. Keep a punch out there. Keep a jab in his face for Ramirez and keep him guessing. I think a lot of times when Ramirez fought guys that could keep a punch out there, he struggled and it went the distance. But in other times when guys try to go punch for punch with Ramirez, he gets him up out of there. He doesn't play around. But this is going to be one of his toughest fights as well. This is not going to be an easy fight for Ramirez, to be honest with you. He's fought a lot of good fighters over the years, but Pampellone is one of the toughest guys he'll step in the ring with. This could possibly be an upset, but I would say, in my eyes, that Pampellone, man, he's a very good boxer. He'll be able to adjust to a lot of things that Ramirez is doing. Unless he get caught with something stupid, he should be able to adjust and move around very well and box and win some rounds against this guy. For Ramirez, he has a lot of power. He's going to get desperate after a while. He's going to start reaching and throwing some wide punches, but it's going to be long and accurate. And I think after a while, he'll be able to overwhelm Pampellone after a while, and the boxing will be more so inside. He'll close the distance on Pampellone, and it'll be a lot of leaning going on, but that's going to be from taking big shots. And Pampellone's going to be in the fight, but it's going to be very difficult. Ramirez is going to get desperate, and he's going to let his hands go a lot more. And I think that it won't be a stoppage, but I think it'll be a decision on Ramirez's end. It's going to be a very tough fight, though. Might be. I definitely think it'll be fight of the week. That's all I got. Like and subscribe.